What if Ducati just built the ultimate middleweight adventure weapon, and almost nobody saw it coming? The new Ducati DesertX V2 is starting to generate serious buzz, and honestly, this thing looks like Ducati is doubling down on rally DNA instead of chasing comfort-first adventure bikes. And yeah, that's a bold move in 2026. Because right now, everybody's trying to make adventure bikes softer, easier, more touring-focused. But Ducati, they seem ready to keep the DesertX wild, and that's exactly why riders are paying attention. Now, if you've seen the current DesertX, you already know it doesn't look like a normal ADV bike. It looks aggressive, sharp, almost like a Dakar race machine that accidentally got license plates. But the rumored V2 version could take that formula even further. And this is where it gets interesting. A lot of insiders believe Ducati could update the platform with a revised V-twin setup inspired by the brand's newer engine tech. That means smoother power delivery, cleaner emissions, and possibly even more usable low-end torque. Not necessarily more insane horsepower, but smarter performance. Because let's be real, most adventure riders are not blasting 200 miles an hour through the desert. They want power that feels alive everywhere, and Ducati knows that. The current bike already makes strong power, but some riders wanted a little more refinement during longer rides. So if Ducati fixes that while keeping the bike aggressive, that's dangerous competition for everybody else, especially bikes like the Yamaha Tenere 700, BMW 900 GS, and even the KTM 890 Adventure R. Now, visually, don't expect Ducati to completely redesign the DesertX. Honestly, they shouldn't. The bike already stands out hard. Those twin round LED headlights? Instantly recognizable. The rally-style bodywork? Still one of the coolest designs in the ADV world. But rumors suggest sharper aerodynamics, updated wind protection, and maybe even lighter materials in certain areas. And if Ducati cuts weight even a little bit, oh man, that changes everything off-road. Because the biggest challenge with adventure bikes is always balance. You want highway comfort without making the bike feel like a tank in the dirt. Ducati's been trying to hit that sweet spot, and the V2 could finally nail it. Now let's talk electronics, because this is Ducati. You already know they're not showing up basic. Expect updated rider modes, cornering ABS, traction control, wheelie control, engine brake management, probably the full spaceship package. But the real question is whether Ducati improves the user experience, because some riders love tech until they're stuck scrolling through 20 menus wearing gloves in the middle of nowhere. If Ducati simplifies the interface while keeping all the features, that's a massive win. And honestly, they need to. Adventure riders want capability, not confusion. Also, there's growing speculation about suspension upgrades. Some leaks hint at smarter semi-active suspension options, especially on premium trims. And if that happens, the DesertX V2 could become one of the most versatile bikes Ducati has ever built. Street? Check. Long-distance touring? Easy. Off-road chaos? Absolutely. And real quick, if you're into motorcycles that actually push boundaries instead of playing it safe, hit that like button and subscribe, because 2026 is getting crazy fast. Now here's the part nobody's talking about enough: the timing. The adventure segment is exploding right now. Every brand wants a piece of it. Riders are moving away from pure sport bikes and looking for machines that can do everything: commute during the week, travel on weekends, hit dirt roads whenever life gets boring. And Ducati sees that shift clearly. The DesertX was already a statement bike. The V2 feels more like Ducati saying, yeah, we're serious about owning this category. But there's still one big question: price. Because Ducati bikes are never exactly budget-friendly. If the DesertX V2 comes in too expensive, some riders may stick with Japanese rivals that cost less and are easier to maintain. But if Ducati keeps the pricing close to the current range while improving reliability and comfort, that could pull in a whole new audience, especially younger riders who want premium performance without going full giant adventure bike. And let's not ignore the sound. You already know Ducati V-twins have personality, that deep growl, that mechanical punch. If the V2 keeps that emotional feeling while meeting modern regulations, this thing could sound absolutely savage.
And sound matters more than people admit. A bike isn't just transportation, it's emotion, it's attitude, it's the feeling you get when you fire it up before sunrise and disappear for hours. That's the magic Ducati tries to sell. Now, officially, Ducati hasn't confirmed every single detail yet. Some specs floating around online are still rumors, and things can change before launch, but the direction is becoming pretty obvious. More refined, more capable, still aggressive, still built for riders that actually want adventure, instead of just looking adventurous at a coffee shop. And honestly, that's refreshing, because too many modern bikes feel sanitized, safe, predictable. The DesertX V2 doesn't look predictable at all. It looks like Ducati wants riders to get dirty, get lost, and maybe make a few bad decisions in the desert, in the best possible way. So now the big question is this: could the Ducati DesertX V2 become the ultimate middleweight adventure bike of 2026? Or is Ducati still too expensive and too aggressive for most riders? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this debate is about to get loud.